ACSblog is in Washington, D.C. with Nathaniel Frank, Senior Research Fellow at the Palm Center and author of Unfriendly Fire, How the Gay Ban Undermines the Military and Weakens America. Mr. Frank, would you mind examining the history that's led us up to Don't Ask, Don't Tell?
Well, the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy comes out of a world which is profoundly different from our own. The initial constrictions on homosexual conduct in the military had to do with a much larger ban on any kind of conduct that was outside matrimonial heterosexual sex, and the concerns were very different from ours today. They had to do with procreation and growing the strength of the tribe and maintaining lines of racial purity and patriarchy and so forth. The policies that have proscribed, have banned homosexual conduct in the military, very much like the ones that used to ban same kinds of conduct in civilian society, were really inherited kind of unthinkingly from that era, initially from England and then the original 13 colonies. They weren't part of a well-thought-out assessment of whether homosexual conduct is really a threat to society and in the military, a threat to military cohesion. So what we have now is kind of a residual policy, something which is justified again and again based on some kind of rationalization to explain very strong sentiment. That sentiment is important, but it doesn't by itself justify letting gays and lesbians, keeping gays and lesbians from serving openly in the military. And that's why it needs to be looked at far more carefully to examine all the research that shows that openly gay service works when we come to look as a nation again at whether this ban should remain or should finally be put to death.